Hello, and welcome to my little corner of the cosmic universe. This is High Priestess Indigo, and I'm back with another reading for the collective. So let's just start with a prayer, and then we're going to jump right on in. Almighty God, I ask that you allow me to be a clear channel for your Holy Spirit and for your will and for your way. God, I ask that you bless each and every person that comes across this video. You know who they are and where they are in their journey and what they need, God. God, I ask that you bind, block, and return to any sender, any and all negativity. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So I got a few more new decks, but I still want to start with my subconscious cards here because I still feel like this is going to be a good base for the reading here. Okay. Ooh. Got cards all over the place today. Y'all forgive me. I'm just waking up from a very long nap that I did not even know that I needed. So my body's still kind of I really honestly just want to maybe eat something and then go back to sleep, which I might do. Needing to heal the father wound. Emotional pain and challenges arising from the relationship with one's father or father figure. So somebody has a father wound. That's a tough one. Needing to heal a loneliness wound, profound sense of isolation and disconnection from others, often accompanied by feelings of emptiness, sadness, or longing for meaningful connection and companionship. Need to heal a worthiness wound, feelings of inadequacy, unworthiness, or not feeling deserving of love, success, or happiness, often stemming from past experiences of rejection, criticism, or neglect. Okay. Needing to heal the inner teenager. These behaviors can include impulsive decision making, rebellion, and fluctuating emotions. Needing to address emotional numbness. Feeling disconnected from one's emotions and unable to fully experience life's joys and sorrows, leading to spiritual stagnation. Okay. And then last but not least, pain from emotional expression inhibition. Difficulty in openly expressing one's feelings or emotions, leading to suppression, avoidance, or masking of authentic emotional responses. Okay, so those are subconscious cards. They could be past, present, or future. Okay, so I'm going to start with this Sacred Soul Shadows Oracle card deck. Got this off of Amazon. These cards I kept running across these cards and I was like, I gotta have them now. Suddenly I just had to have them. So let's just see what we see here. Judgment. Okay. Materialism. Mental block. Resisting change. Okay. Entitled. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna keep layering the cards here. Bear with me for a second. And I would cut the deck on the okay, Holy Spirit, I'm gonna take that. And that one. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, enemy. Guardian healer, letters from grandmother, praying woman, spiritual guidance, cosmic knowledge, crabs in the barrel, storm warning. Okay, so this reading is for a distorted masculine energy. This is somebody who, just based off of these subconscious wounds, has a lot of healing to do. This is somebody who's currently stuck in a lot of, whew, they're stuck in a lot of negative energy. This is somebody that is judgmental. This is also somebody who unfairly judged the divine feminine. I'm feeling this very clearly. This is someone that basically passed judgment on somebody, but what I'm picking up is this person passed judgment, but their vision of what they were seeing in this divine feminine was not clear at all. Like, what they were not seeing this divine feminine clearly. This is somebody, unfortunately, they had no business judging somebody because they themselves weren't even seeing themselves clearly. Usually, like I said, when you call judgment on somebody, it's because you're seeing this person very clearly. But in order to do that, you have to be able to see yourself very clearly. This is somebody that is caught in materialism currently. I mean, always. Current, past, and yeah, current and past. I'm not gonna say future because people can change. But in the past and in the current energy, this person has been very money focused, very focused on the trappings of life, how it looks, the appearance, the image. They're very mm, the term I'm hearing is they put on a show. This is somebody that as long as it looks good, they're in it. Doesn't matter if it's a hot mess behind the curtains. It's all about the image. This is currently somebody experiencing a lot of mental blocks. And by mental blocks, I mean they're trapped in their head because this is somebody that's dealing with not only their own subconscious wounding, but they're dealing with a lot of bad karma right now. This is somebody that is they're under judgment themselves. They're actually like that the gavel in spiritual court. Where's the card at? The gavel in spiritual court has already, the hammer has lowered. This person is definitely in a lot of karmic debt based off of the way they treated this divine feminine, but I also get the feeling based off of the way they've treated a lot of people. This is not this person's first rodeo of being awful to people, unfortunately. This is somebody who, in the past and in the current, are resisting change. They're resisting this incoming ego death that's about to hit them. I feel very clearly this is somebody that's about to get a resounding tower, tower, the tower. And I mean, it's gonna be like multiple strikes of lightning. This tower that's coming, it's gonna be pretty bad. And the confirmation of that was this card's storm warning. Like, this person, I feel like, was given time to start their spiritual work, and they kept delaying it, and they kept delaying it. But in the meantime, while they kept delaying it, they kept racking up karmic debt, meaning they kept doing awful stuff not only toward their twin flame, but like I'm saying, this is somebody that was an equal opportunist hater. Like, this was an equal opportunity hater. They hated everybody because the truth of the matter, this is somebody that really hates themselves. They really don't like who they are. They don't like looking at themselves in the mirror. And I'm not just talking about a physical mirror, I'm talking about a spiritual mirror. Because when you have to look at yourself in the mirror is one thing, to look at yourself in a 3D, but when you have to see what you've really been in the spiritual, when God shows you that 5D mirror, when he shows you how you come across in the spirit realm, and you get to see how demonic you look when you've been, treating people like crap, and you've been taking advantage of people and playing mind games and manipulating people, which is the basically in the spiritual realm is doing spell work and dark magic. So, like I say, on the 3D level, we look at it as manipulation, people who are backbiting, people who gossip, people who slander, jealousy. Those are how it looks on the 3D plane. But on the spiritual plane, it looks like dark magic. It looks like spell work. It looks like demonic possession. So a lot of times people don't understand the significance of this stuff. But a lot of the stuff that is happening in people's life that unfortunately is shocking them right now is a result of karmic debt. It's the buildup of karmic debt. And given the fact that this twin flame fallen angel card is here, meaning this person was very much in their narcissistic energy, this distorted masculine energy, the person that he was fighting against, who happened to be his divine counterpart, was an empath. But also, like I said, I'm just getting the feeling that I was finna say something, but I've lost my train of thought in them. But basically, this person turned their counterpart into an enemy, and they began to try to do things to basically hinder their own counterpart. Their counterpart, who is a healer, an alchemist. I'm feeling very clearly that whoever you are, divine feminine, you were, you know, you're able to take negative things that are thrown at you, people's projections, people's negative energies, people's just people's cattiness and the little ways that people try to snipe at you. I feel like you're somebody that just really always would just take that energy and you would not internalize it, but what healers have the ability to do is we kind of absorb it like a sponge, and then we are able to transmute that into positive energy. So this is what this person was doing to their divine feminine when they decided that for whatever reason that they were going to turn their own counterpart into an enemy. But this resistance to change, and I feel like the reason why this person was resistant to change was not only because they didn't want to face themselves, but mostly what I'm being told is this person really enjoyed hurting their counterpart. I mean, it's sad to say this, but this is somebody that not only enjoyed that, they got great pleasure out of it in a sadistic kind of way. Like they really, um, it made them feel powerful, to feel like that they could kind of wield this power over not only their divine counterpart but other people. So that's why I said this is somebody that is very resistant to changing, because they know now that they can't operate in their energy anymore. God is not letting them. And like I said, the hammer has already, divine judgment's already been called on this person, because this person, like I said, they called judgment on their counterpart, but they weren't seeing this divine feminine clearly. They weren't seeing her, the fact that this person had been sent by God to actually help them change, to help them grow. This is somebody, like I said, based on these subconscious woundings that they had. I'm picking up there's a lot more wounding than just these six cards that are out here. This is somebody that had um, a lot of childhood trauma, and this is somebody who basically they checked out from their inner child. Like they have not been in contact with their inner child in a very long time. So that's another reason why this person is resisting change, because this person is so out of touch with their inner child and their true emotions, and they've like basically hidden from themselves for so long. The prospect of having to be like narcissus in the Greek mythology, when he had to look in that mirror and drown to death, this is what this person is afraid of. This is somebody who's very entitled. They're arrogant. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. This is somebody that feels like they're God's gift to everybody that they come into contact with. unfortunately, now they've come into contact with the real God and they're finding out that they're not God's gift. They've actually been an enemy in almost every single person's life that they've come across. And so there's a lot of karmic debt for that. Unfortunately, this is somebody that is I gotta say how here. This is somebody that is getting their ass whooped by God right now. And rightly so. Because this like I say, this is somebody who has done everything that they felt like they were big and bold enough to do. They have literally imprisoned people in their minds because they wanted to basically be able to feed off people's energy. And now, as a result, they're finding that they're in a lot of mental blocks of their own. All of the stuff that they projected out to other people, they're now trapped in. And it ain't feeling so good now that the rabbit has the gun. Like now that the shoe's on the other foot, now this person wants their counterpart to feel sympathetic for them. Meanwhile, this is the like I said, this the divine feminine is a praying woman. This was somebody that was sent to help them get out of this cycle that they had gotten themselves into. Mm-mm-mm. Let me pull a few more cards here. Put that one back. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Sometimes that happens. Well. Yeah, so I felt like when this person was attacking their divine feminine, they weren't just doing it by themselves. I felt like they enlisted other folks to help. This could have been a friend group. This could have been a family. This could have been, people that were friends with this divine feminine. But I'm just getting the feeling of like a gang of people, like passing judgment on this divine feminine. But what is so crazy is this is somebody that was, meanwhile, while this person's doing all of this, on this person's side, on the divine feminine side, this was somebody who was seeking spiritual guidance on how they could help this person. This is somebody that was being privy to cosmic knowledge, who's very tapped in. This divine feminine is very tapped in to the divine, to higher source, to God. Like this is somebody who is very tapped in. Whoever you are, divine feminine, you're very tapped in. You're very intuitive. You're very compassionate. You're very loving. I feel like you're very stable in terms of like not just mentally, but in terms of how you carry yourself in your life. You're somebody who is definitely a praying woman. Like the energy I'm getting off of you is something, like I say, you're very connected to the divine. You're a very peaceful person. Not to say that you're all like rainbows and butterflies, because I feel like you very much can step into your queen of a sword energy whenever needed, and you can definitely chop a head off or two. But you just tend to kind of lead a little bit more with your Queen of Cups energy, where you're just more in your peaceful, loving energy. But this distorted masculine took your kindness for weakness. And so this person really just thought that they were going to be able to kind of trample all over you. But I feel like when the time came, whoever you are, divine feminine, you were able to walk away from this person. You passed your spiritual test. And as a result, you're currently getting your divine inheritance. You're coming into more spiritual gifts. You're getting more of the clairs, like the clair audience, clairvoyance. Um, like I feel like you've opened up a lot of the clairs. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but You've definitely been going through a spiritual upgrade is what I'm feeling. Like whoever you are, divine feminine. And this relationship to you is over. Like the death when this situation went to spiritual court and judgment was called on this narcissistic, distorted masculine energy, it brought the death to the connection. Like the ties and the cords were severed, clearly severed. See what this person is thinking right now. This distorted masculine energy. Mm. Well, I could tell you, this person is finding you very mysterious right now, divine feminine. They, in their mind, they feel like you just started switching up on them, like you changed. Like I said, this is somebody that was used to you being in a very Queen of Cups energy. They're used to you being loving. They're used to you being like very forgiving, willing to compromise and work things out with people. And now you are, like I said, you stepped in. This person caused you with their judgment over you and them, ganging up on you and constantly trying to, like kind of tear you apart and wound you in a certain kind of way. They, while this person was doing all their little, like, I don't know, circular magic, I call it, is basically like things to try to keep you in a circular loop. You were actually using that time to heal and to grow. You're somebody who's very connected to your ancestors. I feel like they're part of your spirit team and they're part of the downloads that you've been getting. And as a result, while this person wasn't seeing you clearly, because like I said, I'm going to keep going back to the fact that this person passed judgment on you because they could not see who you were spiritually. They could not see who you were energetically. They did not understand that you were a light worker, that you're here on divine mission to help humanity. And so this person, I feel like, that term judge a book by its cover. This person judged the book by its cover because, like I say, when you met this person, they saw you as the Queen of Cups. You were just very loving, very, open, very giving, very free with your time, your attention and affection. And they took that as a sign of weakness. And they assumed that because you were in your Queen of Cups energy, that you were never going to stand up for yourself, that you didn't have a backbone, that you were just somebody that was weak and that they could basically kind of get over on you and do whatever they want. And you were just gonna still somehow energetically still be around. Even if you guys weren't talking in the physical, I feel like a lot of this stuff even happened energetically because that's a lot of things. A lot of times people don't understand. A lot of times some stuff happens in the 3D and there's these conversations that happen and it's but a lot of times this stuff happens in a spiritual sense where this person is pulling on your energy constantly. You're constantly thinking about them. And that's their way of tapping in and tapping into pulling you at your energy. This person did a lot of that while basically saying in their mind, oh, she'll put up with it. She'll never move on. No, sir. That's not what happened here. You moved on. And now this person is seeing you as mysterious. They can't read you. They can't get a good pull on your energy anymore because you have completely, like I said, there was a death to this connection. There was a severing of an energetic and spiritual cords. You literally closed this off you closed this chapter in your mind. You love and you did it with love. Like I feel like you weren't like bitter or mad about it. You weren't like angry at this person. You just decided that this was not working for you. You did not want to stay stagnant. You didn't want to stay stuck. And you were going to move forward with your life. And you did it in love, which is what makes it even more, honestly, that's what makes this person's mental ruminations, that mental block that they're stuck in, that circular thing that they keep replaying of how they screwed up this relationship, how they threw away their divine gift, playing games and trying to be manipulative and being focused on materialistic gains and people and things that didn't care about them. Because now they're really finding this out. This tower, like I said, this tower after tower that's hitting in this distorted masculine's life right now, and they are really finding out that the people that they were playing games with you for, these people aren't around anymore. These people weren't never real friends. They never really cared about this person. They were simply using this person for their energy. Go figure. Instant karma. So see how that works? This person was using their divine feminine to draw energy and to pull resources and things like that from their divine feminine energy, who was sent there to help them evolve and to grow as a person. And while they were doing that, they were getting the exact same thing happening to them. All of the stuff that they were doing to their divine feminine, it was actually happening to them. They just couldn't see it because they were so busy passing judgment on their divine feminine and trying to basically manipulate and get over, that they couldn't see how they were being manipulated and getting over on. But now that these towers and this karma is coming into play, this person is now being shown that everything that they were doing, they had set themselves up for the same thing to be done to them. And now that you've moved on and you're out here getting your cosmic knowledge, you're out here speaking spiritual guidance, you're out here getting upgrades and, additional spiritual gifts, and your ancestors are helping you and guiding you. This person is literally just feeling like, wow, they don't know you. Because the person that they had stuck in their mind was this Queen of Cups energy. Well, you just showed this person that you have more than one queen in your deck, that you're capable of being the Queen of Wands, that you're capable of being the Queen of Swords, that you're capable of being the Queen of Pentacles. And so you're basically an empress. You basically show this person that you're an empress, that you're capable, because the empress in the tarot embodies all four queens. You're able to flow energetically and spiritually out of any queen depending on the situation, and you have the wisdom, most importantly, to know when to move in, which queen to step into. And so for a long time you were in your Queen of Cups energy because you were there to love on this person and show them what true love looked like, but they couldn't recognize that because they this is somebody who's very used to dating women who treated them like crap. I mean, but the thing that they didn't see, this distorted masculine energy would get with women that they on the 3D level, they felt like they could manipulate and they could control, because it was, the pick me kind of women, the women that are just so happy to be with somebody that they're basically, oh, you don't want to grow spiritually. That's okay. I'm just so happy to have you. You can stay stuck and stagnant. I'll be the one to just love you. But that's not real love. That's conditional love. And this person is allowing you to stay in stagnant energy and not grow because it benefits them for you to be low vibrational. And so this is the kind of women that this masculine energy was used to dealing with. So when you came into this person's life, divine feminine, and here you were, this Queen of Cups, and you were loving and you were pouring into them. I mean, I feel like you was constantly pouring into this person because, well, they're narcissistic, and so not only were they entitled, but they really were hurting a lot, and you saw that, and in your compassion you really wanted to help this person, like I said. But that was what you were sent in to do, to help this person, draw them out of this cycle of narcissism and materialism and judgmental, and being resistant to change and feeling entitled, and running from their childhood woundings and their subconscious woundings. And you went in and you gave this person love, but you had to pull back at the point that this person literally was trying to take you. This person was literally trying to keep you in a mental block. And when you recognized it for what it was, because of your spiritual team, your ancestors who were helping you and divinely leading you and guiding you, once you saw this for what it was, you were spiritually led by your team to walk away. You did. But before you did, you gave this person warnings. I feel like this person was warned. I feel like you warned this person that if they did not change their ways, if they did not stop doing what they were doing, that karma was coming for them. But this person was arrogant. They weren't trying to hear that. They were still too busy seeing you. Like I said, this is somebody that was judging you as an enemy and they were treating you as such. And now all of a sudden, you and this Queen of Swords energy, because now you're not thinking with your heart. You're not the Queen of Cups is she moves with her heart. That is her biggest thing is she is very, it's in touch with her emotions. She leads with her heart. But the Queen of Swords leads with her mind. It's mind over feelings. And so now that you're in your Queen of Wands energy with this masculine energy, they see you as mysterious. Like, oh, like who is this? But I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I mean, all of that, he's secretly turned on by that too, though. He don't want you to know that though, but I'm gonna tell you. It's turning him on because I don't think he's used to women actually being so like your Queen of Wands is not like okay, because see this masculine is used to the Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, the Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm sorry, I'm saying Queen of Wands. This is somebody that's used to the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse is yeah, yeah. They they used to queens in reverse, and so even in your Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands energy, you are very still like you're not heartless. You're just matter of fact. You just it is what it is, and that's the energy you're in. It's like you're just it is what it is. Like this situation is not serving me anymore. I was compelled to move forward thanks to my spirit team, and that's what you did. This is somebody that was avoiding their feelings. They were avoiding addressing their issues. They were avoiding for asking you for forgiveness and telling you the truth about what they were doing behind your back. Well, they're not in avoidance anymore because with this, when that hammer from divine court that when that hammer hit the gravel and divine judgment came down, everything's coming out. Like I said, I'm seeing tower moments. I'm seeing revealing of secrets. And if they ain't came out yet, just you wait. Divine feminine, it's coming. Cause I feel like it's that wheel don't change. The wheel of fortune and tarot, when that wheel changed, you walked away. This person fell right on into ego death. They fell right on into these mental blocks. The same blocks that they had set up for you was their actual own traps. And now everything that they took you through, they're currently going through. Like I said, it was like instant karma. Because the minute you walked away, this person's divine protection was pulled. Because you were what was keeping them basically from their karma. And they didn't even know because they were over here treating you like you was Stanley from the mailroom. That's from a favorite movie of mine's, Boomerang. They was over here treating you like you was Stanley from the mailroom when this whole time, you were this praying woman. You were this empath, this divine feminine that was sent in to help them, to guide them, to love on them, to show them what love looked like because they had never experienced that because they had always just dealt with lower vibrational women who were just so happy to be picked. Women that were okay with them staying, in a player energy or lying to them because they were just gonna play along because they had their own agenda. And now those very same people are he's seeing that their love was actually conditional and you were the only one in the situation that was offering unconditional love. You like I say, you passed your spiritual test and you're moving forward to your divine inheritance and all of the blessings and your spiritual upgrades and your gifts upgrade because I feel like I say you got a lot of gifts upgrades. Yep, you are now healing in clarity. Whoever you are, divine feminine, you have complete clarity of the situation. You see everything clearly, nothing is hidden from you. And now this person is sitting back, like I said, feeling like you mysterious. You made this mysterious shift, and I don't recognize you because they could not see you clearly. This person was never seeing who you were when y'all were in the relationship together. They see now though. I can see clearly now the rain pain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Oh, yeah, this person is seeing clearly now. And so are you too. Like I say, but yours is a healing clarity. You actually are healing in your clarity. Like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, every way possible. You are healing in your clarity. This person's clarity is karmic clarity where they're seeing clearly now, but that's because karma's whooping that ass. This was somebody that was indecisive. They didn't know if they wanted to be with you or if they wanted to keep their options open. They wanted to, you know, they wanted you to definitely stay on the back burner. That was for sure. Because they loved the energy and the love that you was pouring into them, and it made them feel invincible. That indecision, however, cost them. It cost them this divine connection. Because I feel very clearly you have sailed on to the next chapter of your life. This is somebody, like I say, this is somebody that's still dealing with um lower vibrational frequencies and escapism. This person could be drinking. They could be, they could be chiefing, meaning they smoking a bunch of pot because they trying to free their mind from this mental block. It ain't enough drugs in the world, sir. It ain't enough alcohol in the world to escape divine judgment. So even in your drunken stupor, this is the kind of people that when you see them at the bar, they're crying and they crying into their cup. Because even though they're trying to escape by drinking and getting drunk at the bar, they're that karma and the angels and stuff like that are still tapping on that mental brain and bringing up memories of you and all the things that they've done to you and other people, even while they're trying to drink. And that's why I say you ever see people at the bar and they're crying and they seem kind of inconsolable and people are not really saying anything to them. They're really just letting them cry in their cup by themselves. This is what this person is like. That's the energy it's giving me. Or this person is just like smoking themselves excessively, like they smoked out. They like Smokey from Friday. You might find them in a chicken coop, do, doing this kind of, you know, that kind of energy. Like this is what it's given. Like this person is trying to escape the reality of what they've done. But now that, like I said, divine judgment has stepped into place, this person, even in their intoxication, they're still thinking about what they did. There's no escaping that. And they're not going to be able to escape that until they pay off the karmic debt. That's how this works. So them trying to numb out and avoid what they're seeing, that's not helping them. They wasting a lot of money and a lot of time when they could be working on paying off this karmic debt. And by paying off this karmic debt, meaning it's time to start doing the subconscious healing. It's time to start doing the conscious level healing where you know you've wronged people. It's time to start seeking amends. It's time to start doing the work because this person is still trying to escape this divine judgment. When God puts you in your head, it's different between somebody else putting you in your head and you're stuck and ruminating over things. But when God puts you in your head, God puts you in your head and he makes you see everything with crystal clear clarity. All your actions, your thoughts that were negative, and all the stuff that you were doing to people, he lets you stay stuck in your head, but you're seeing things clearly. You can't you don't when God sets you in your mental head and he gets you stuck in your head, what this person is replaying is all of the things that they were doing to people, all of the ways that they were harming people, all the ways they were being disingenuous, they were being deceitful, they were scamming, they were hurting people. Whatever it was this person was doing, that is what's replaying in their mental head right now. That's what they're stuck in. That's how God gets you trapped in your head when he wants you to see yourself. He will literally trap you in your head and let you see everything that you've done to other people. And it'll keep replaying on a big old loop. And to me, that's hell because you're stuck, you're forced to see yourself clearly. And this person is not liking this. They're not liking what they're seeing. They're being, they're that mirror effect, like I said, that narcissist from the Greek mythology of him staring into that mirror and falling in love with himself, but then drowning himself. This person is drowning in their emotions because they looked in that mirror. God showed that mirror. Just you walking away, turn that mirror right on this person, divine feminine. They're seeing themselves and they are not proud of it. Yeah. This is somebody that wanted you to have no boundaries, but they didn't have any boundaries because they, like I said, this is somebody that while they were so busy trying to, they felt like you were this, boo boo the fool who they were just going to keep, stealing your energy from and your resources, and that you didn't have any boundaries. The truth of the matter was they didn't have any boundaries. They had poor spiritual hygiene. This was somebody, like I said, they couldn't see how the people that they were surrounding themselves with, that they were calling family, friends, and lovers, you know, baby mamas, wives, whoever they were attached to, they didn't have any boundaries themselves with these people. And like I said, while they were taken from you, this person was being robbed blind too. They didn't see it. Like I said, this is he was linked up with a bunch of crabs in a bucket. This is somebody that had a bunch of like ops, a lot of enemies in his own camp. While he was so busy being enemies to other people who didn't deserve him turning them into enemies. People that didn't deserve this judgment of them being considered an enemy. They didn't deserve that judgment. They hadn't done anything to be deemed the enemy. This divine feminine had only did everything she tried to do was be a healer and a lover to this person. But this person was literally not seeing them correctly. And they were just with a bunch of crabs in a bucket type of people who were they weren't like I said, they weren't seeing who they had in their camp. Because they were treating the people who were treating them like crap, they were treating them well. And then the people that were treating them well, they were treating them like crap. So they had this all upside down here. This is somebody that wish you was here now. They wish you was here now. They wish like genie in a bottle, like Christina Aguilera or like a Latin genie. This person wish they could rub a lamp and make you instantly appear because they're going through and they're missing all of the love and the compassion and everything that you poured into them. Now they understand what they were like I said, this person can see clearly now what they were that they were messing over somebody who really loved and cared about them. Like I say, it ain't enough alcohol, enough weed, enough drugs in the world that's gonna get you out of this mental block. Cause like I say, once that gravel hit and God said, okay, the same thing that you put out to people, now you have to experience it. And now this, like I said, that mental block, this person, this is always the card I keep coming back to is because like I said, this is somebody that is definitely in their head. And they're in their head about all they did. And they're still, but even with all of that, can you imagine getting all of that, kind of like you getting whooped, but you still trying to resist changing? But yeah, this is somebody that they had opportunities to change before it got to this point, and now they're under divine judgment. So they're going to change now. But it's not going to be the nice way. It's not going to be the loving way, like the way you were trying to help them when this divine feminine was trying to pour love into them to help them to heal and to grow. That was the easy way. If they would have been willing to face, um, you know, their childhood wounding and the things that they needed to heal, if they were able to, if they would have been willing to face that when y'all were in a relationship, they wouldn't be in this storm that they're in now. But they didn't want to change, and they were, like I said, entitled. They wanted to be, on a pedestal and seen as this emperor. But all the while, they were failing to lead because they weren't paying attention to the people that they had in their camp, and they're allowing themselves to be manipulated, gaslight. People were working spell work and black magic on them and had them thinking that you were the enemy. Because as long as this person stayed low vibrational, the people that was in his life, these crabs in the buckets that was with him, they could continue to use him and feed off of him. And that's what they did. And now that, like I say, now that all these people are bailing on him because now he's going through all this karma and they're going through karma, and the reality and the truth of the situation is being revealed for what it is. Now these same people that he was throwing this divine feminine overboard for, and he was passing judgment for, these same people are now abandoning him. He's realizing that all of that love and that patting on the back and that "we got you, bro," all of that was fake. It was never real. This is somebody that's gonna have to face their fears now. Everything they were afraid to heal, everything they were running from, all the karma they created, they're gonna have to face it. Because, like I said, divine judgment is here now. Like, whoever this is, they have to do the work. And this ego death is nothing nice. Because, like I said, if they had took the opportunity back when the divine feminine was in their life, this would have been a smoother transaction for them. They would have, yeah, they would have had a rough ego death, but it would have been a rough ego death just from, them having to heal a lot of the subconscious wounds, their inner child wounds, and in the past karmic debts, from the relationships, but it would have gone smoother for them. Now it's just tower after tower, tower after tower. And I feel like this person, by the time this person's after these towers, you know, fall, like they're falling, by the time this person is done and this tornado has wiped all of that old stuff away, you're gonna see a very humbly broken person that used to be in place of this narcissist. This person is going to be a much humbled version of themselves. But sometimes that's what it takes when, the Bible says pride comes before a fall. And this reading and this person, this distorted DM is definitely giving the energy of pride before a fall, because I feel like I said, whoever you are, divine feminine, you warned this person. You gave them a lot of warnings. And they didn't just have warnings from you, they had warnings from their spirit team. They had warnings from their ancestors, and they did not heed it. They just kept attacking you. They kept seeing you as the enemy when you, all the while, you were the one true person in a situation that was actually genuinely there to help them. And they could not see it. They couldn't see it. And a part of me thinks this person didn't want to see it because they would have to face what they're facing now, which is the truth, which is they weren't behaving like a very good person. They were awful. Like, I mean, we just got to call a spade a spade. This person was awful to people. They were very, like I said, very manipulative, game playing. They love to get people trapped in their heads, and they love to just siphon off of people's energies and resources. Only now, like I said, the tables don't turn, and they don't found out that all them people that they had in their camp, all those little yes men and flying monkeys and fake friends that were like, oh yeah, man, that woman, that divine feminine over there, she ain't nothing. She just, she just a sucker. You could just use her. All those people that were helping him with all their bad advice, where they at? Because as soon as them towers started hitting, they were gone. When I tell you it was like the lights turned on and the roaches scattered, that's what happened here with this distorted divine masculine. The light turned on, the roaches scattered, and he realized he was alone. And the one person that was there with him in that darkness, that was trying to bring him out of that darkness, he he treated him like crap. Whew, that was a heavy reading. So, whoever you are, divine feminine, congratulations on passing your spiritual test. Congratulations on elevating and all of the wonderful spiritual gifts that you have, and things that you're going to do to help the collective and humanity. Thank you. And for this distorted divine masculine, um, I can't say I'm sorry you're going through this, because it sounds like this is like literally you reaped what you sowed. You've now reaped what you've sown. But I can have compassion to you and say that, I do hope that you do use this as an opportunity for growth and for change, and to really change your mindset, to really stop resisting this change, because it's coming in either way, and it's divinely orchestrated. So there's no way of getting out of it. Once God decides that it's time for you to change, that's why those tower moments are happening now, and they're going to continue to happen until you stop resisting change. You accept this ego death, and you accept this transformation, and you just use it as an opportunity to actually heal and grow this time, like, and come out a better version of yourself. Finally be the version that you were wearing a mask pretending to be. Don't let it be a mask anymore. Let it be the real you now, so that you can actually be the person that you projected yourself to be in the world. Like, you now have the opportunity, now that God's gonna take you all the way down to studs. Like the stubs when the building of a house foundation, you being taken all the way down to the stubs, so that you can rebuild and build properly, and your house is not faulty anymore. So while you're being stripped down to your studs, you can use this as an opportunity to finally be the person that you projected yourself, or wore a mask pretending to be. Now you can be that person for real. Now you don't have to wear a mask. Now it could be your real face. But that's the message. Be blessed.